And sorry for KTB if names are something you don't really want to hear. You don't have a way to heal, do you, normally? Nope. Ah, okay. Really liked Kadabra, though? Shit. I mean, I say my top 3, but my teams that you may see me use are going to comprise of my favorite Pokemon in general. Like, Alakazam is also, like, one of my favorites as well. It's hard to say how many favorites you have, really, you know what I mean? Like, I have so many that, and you're going to see, maybe not so much Charizard here, but this entire team is pretty much all my favorites from Gen 1. Charizard I usually do have just because I like to have him fly me and have fire. But in this gen he doesn't really have fly, but this is more or less. Oh, he trades. Kadabra trade evolves. You need to trade it to another game. And then trade back. Same goes for Golem, or Graveler, rather. Yeah, I don't know how much different evolution styles you know, but there's several, and there's a few Pokemon that evolve through trades only. To be honest, as a kid, you're supposed to find that out, I guess, by having friends and trading with them. But otherwise, the internet, and if you grew up with Pokemon on your own, you wouldn't have, unless you traded. It was the same, I had to find that out on my own as well back then. But, let's see, Kadabra, Graveler, both of which who are Golem and Alakazam, respectively. Machoke into Machamp. Then there's a bunch of and then every following gen onward. There's Evolution Stone Pokemon evolution types. I'm sure you've already encountered those, and they sell it on Shop, where you can buy Evolution Stones, Fire, Water, Earth, or Fire, Water, and Leaf Stone, and Thunderstone. There's Pokemon that evolve through stones, and then later generations just keep adding more evolution types, so it's weird. Nope, there's several evolution types, and there's more in later generations. I can understand if you kind of don't want to really get into the whole evolution paths in the later games, because some of them are a pain in the fucking ass. I'm already in Pallet-Town. What am I doing? I can tell you there's a few that evolve through night and day. Well, there's two EV forms that evolve through. You have to evolve them with happiness, which is basically not letting them die and giving them a bunch of wins in fights and stuff like that, and healing them and taking care of them, essentially. The more you do that, the more happy they be. And if you evolve one during the day, you get another. If you evolve one at night, you get a different one. That's another type of evolution. Friendship evolution. And then there's, like, one Pokemon that evolves through a beauty stat. Like, I'm going on and on. You won't know who these Pokemon are, but I'm using a bike to go into water with. Good job, me. But you can even ask some of your Pokemon friends. They'll tell you exactly how many evolutions, ways of evolving are. And you know what else? There's I would never have figured this out if it wasn't for the internet. There's one Pokemon that actually implemented where while you trade him, you gotta turn your 3DS upside down to evolve it. Because it's a Pokemon that likes to revolve. Or whatever. I don't know why I'm doing. Oh, do I want repels, I think. There's things that I would never have figured out. I would not figure out half these. I try to keep myself free of spoils of that, but I stopped caring after a while. I usually get what I can throughout my first playthrough of the game, and then go online on Cerebi now and look up their evolutions. Also, be careful. If you try to make a team of certain Pokemon that evolve through trades, like Alakazam and Kadabra, like Alakazam and all them, if you have Kadabra and Graveler, look online for their what levels they learn moves, because once you evolve these certain Pokemon, they no longer learn moves. So if you basically have a Pokemon who just evolved in their second stage with shitty moves and you evolve them right away, they will not learn any other moves besides TMs or HMs, which means they'll miss out on their most powerful type of attacks. For instance, if I were to trade Kadabra before he learns the move Psychic, unless I teach him teach him the TM Psychic through that TM, he will never learn Psychic, and that's the most powerful Psychic move. Same with Raichu here. He can no longer learn Thunder. I had the opportunity to give him Thunder, but I gave it to Dragonair instead to give him some diversity. Because Pikachu is the only one that can learn Thunder, and he's a Stone evolution, not a trade. So certain Pokemon like that. Stone trades are the same as well. So if you want to get a Stone-formed Pokemon, then you're going to need to teach him a bunch of moves, if you can, with TMs. Or if they learn moves from their previous stage, then make sure they learn it then. Despite Pokemon being easy if you're not competitive, it's kind of a pain, and it's the fact that it's still an RPG. It's still gonna have some nonsense. Final Fantasy and Phantasy Star both. Let me tell you this, there's in Phantasy Star 1, the very end of the game, near the end of the game, I would not have known this if it wasn't for the internet. I don't know how anyone figured this shit out. There's this cat NPC by the name of Mayu, whatever, who's literally one of your party members. You need to get just a jar, a jug, pot, whatever you want to call it. Something you would put like liquid in, or water, or plants in, or something. A jug, maybe not a vase, but like, yeah, a pot or something. You needed to find this pot. You needed to find an item that is a Laconian nut or whatever, just some type of nut. Then you need to preserve this nut in this jar, because it would go bad in the sun or something. Then, at this right spot where there's a castle that is actually floating in the air, you need to give your cat NPC friend, your party member, this nut so he can gain wings to fly. Excuse me. I mean, honestly, it does sound like it would be like a bunch of like quests where you trade for these items, but it's a lot more obscure than you think to figure that out. And I'm not the greatest when it comes to like more open worlded RPGs. And that's the first Phantasy Star game. And it gets worse trust me, the game I'm making it to seem like the game is horrible, because it's not. The game is actually very good. Its story stuff like that is very, very, very dumb. Even its dungeons are bad. Its dungeons are bad because all the walls. It's literally a first-person perspective in the dungeons, so all the walls are one color. So you may have a dungeon that's all blue walls, and there's turns and hidden walls in some cases, and there's traps, and then there's dead ends with chests. But if you don't have like a map, you're not going to know where you're going to go. That's the problem, the biggest problem with Phantasy Star 1. It's still a very good game otherwise. It just has massive issues. But that's old RPGs for you in a nutshell. Like, speaking of this game, Rap right here. If you think that's bad, some of the earlier Final Fantasy games have a similar move, basically a paralysis, where you're basically stunned and you cannot move. Half the time you're going to spend the rest of that fight trying to freaking break out of the paralysis, and you're basically dead. If you encounter like 6 or 7 zombies, you're basically fucked. Those are like the early Final Fantasy games as well. It's the same as current Final Fantasy games' petrification, but more annoying because it doesn't outright kill you. But it's basically a wipeout, is what I'm getting at. I love old Final Fantasy games and old Phantasy Star games, but man, are they rough for a stream, to be fair. If you want to go watch those, I get pissed bad on some of the earlier games. Phantasy Star also has animations, so after a while, the RNG kept getting on my nerves in the first game. They fixed it a bit more in the second and third game onward, but random encounters in the first game with all the animations, oh boy. That made it a little bad. After a while, it was grating. Actually, yeah, sure, I'm interested in enjoy. It was a little rough for me. All the earlier classic Final Fantasy games are blind. So, I mean, that's all on YouTube. Well, it's on Twitch, too, somewhere. You can probably find the playlists on Twitch, in fact. But all my old streams are on YouTube as well. What? There you go. There you go. Links you right to my playlists. Enjoy. You get to actually watch some old videos and see how I've grown or not grown. Because you can even watch videos that I did back when I was actually a YouTuber instead of a Twitcher. Not the greatest at editing, and nor was I great commentary either. Particularly for some things. My commentary's improved, but talking to yourself is vastly different than actually talking to someone else. Well, I mean, talking to myself as in me trying to explain walkthroughs for certain games or, you know, whatever, but a lot of the times it was, yeah, me just talking about the game, and it was basically wasn't to anyone specifically, but it was to a crowd. Here I'm now talking to you directly or to other people directly. You get to hear my thought process live. It's a lot easier. Editing was a pain after a while too, especially when shit decided not to work for me correctly, and volume and audio and all that, and my voice would not line up with anything, and I just gave up and was losing a lot of time. Videos weren't getting out when I wanted, and work was taking up too much time, and other things, well, I wanted to play other things, and I just wasn't having time for myself. Thanks for the follow. Is light. That audio clip goes on longer than I thought. Thank you for the follow, KTB. Oops. I'm glad to see that alert getting use. That's an alert for a different thing than it's not Twitch, so that's good. Good. It's a YouTube or a Facebook. Facebook, I think, also YouTube. I'm not sure if YouTube has that as well. But is Facebook? I'll watch your streams after I play the first game. Ah, you're gonna go through some old RPGs? Shit, that's what I'm doing too. I was watching another streamer watch. Also, thank you for joining the Hunters Guild on Twitch. Thank you very much, KTB Media. Welcome to the channel, and enjoy. I'm glad I can help out. And enjoy your first playthrough of Final Fantasy. They are pretty old, but trust me, if you stick with them, they get good. I'm going to say this right now. Number 2. I don't want you to hurt yourself playing 2. If you want to play 2, feel free to do so, but I promise you 2 has a Final Fantasy 2. There might be a bunch of issues you may hate, so I suggest you may either look into my playthrough of 2 and see how the mechanics are, because yeah, it's not like a typical RPG. You basically have to beat the shit out of yourself to gain health, or attack enemies a bunch to gain damage output, and basically your weapons have a proficiency in 2. I don't want to spoil anything else than that, but I'm just letting you know that if you play 2 after you beat 1, you're gonna probably hate the shit out of it and probably don't want to play it. Trust me, the end of that game for me was one of the worst because it forced me to grind Beyond Hell. I love grinding in games, but forcing me to grind to Beyond Hell because I had to go through 2 dungeons at the same time in order for me to beat the final boss, and I was getting my ass kicked. With enemies doing over 4,000 damage a hit. I was not going to survive. That final boss nearly killed me too. Granted, I wasn't kind of paying attention for the most of that fight, because I was talking. But I'm warning you, that game is... you may either want to look it up or play the remake. I was warned to play the remake. But unfortunately, maybe the same as your decision, you may want to play the original. Ah, there you go. Ah, there you go. A good chunk of Final Fantasy games don't need too much grinding. I'm sure 2 doesn't either, but I needed a bit more health for the final last stretches of the game. That's all it is. But yeah, the speed function for 2, trust me, you'll see. You'll see with 2 if you play the original. One and onward is fine. Because you may actually like the different Final Fantasies because each one changes up its mechanics in each game. So you may like, unlike Pokemon, if you play them, they don't really do that much changing up mechanics-wise. So Final Fantasy feels unique and fresh every game. But enjoy the series; it's very good. I'm on number 4 for whenever you finally manage to for when you catch up in the future. Because I'm currently doing that too with another streamer, Lobos Jr. I watch a lot. He does a lot of Dark Souls, but he's also playing through Final Fantasy. Also, before I play Pokemon Red, I pretty much never really played other video games before, with 2 exceptions that I don't really know. Wow. A new gamer. Well, that's cool. I'm surprised for a person who's never really played video games is on Twitch. That's interesting. Well, I'm glad I can get you somewhat excited for some games then. Feel free to check out my channel for loads of games that you might be interested in. I don't do that much, but I'm trying to stream a bit more stuff that I normally would too, so expect to see some things, but I have some variety. And expect to see them completed. Some of them might not be completed now. Expect them completed in the future. There's just a lot of shit going on. I work and there's a lot of other games to do, and so much time. But awesome, I'm here. I'm always here. I'll be streaming. I usually stream on the weekdays. I usually stream around maybe 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern. Really fun to see me try and play a classic video game. So that's why I joined Twitch to start. Ah, okay. Wow, streaming at the gate, too, on top of it. I take it your friends watch you on Twitch, then? I have a few friends who actually watch me on Twitch. And one family member. Granted, I haven't seen them in a bit, but I have had people who I know in real life actually watched me before. I've always liked the idea of recording my gameplay as a kid, so streaming was never like out of the question for me. That's why I originally got into YouTube and stuff too. Voice call and talk. Ah, okay. I do that. I used to do that. Me and my friends used to be on Discord. Me and my friend used to play Discord, be on Discord all the time and stream together. Haven't done that in a while due to his personal family life and job, but yeah, me and my buddy used to do that all the time. And whenever my other friend can play on the weekends or whenever he's free, Dark Souls 3 co-op is currently a thing that we were doing. We only did 1 episode at the moment, but he doesn't exactly have internet access constantly. Missing number mute glitch. They told me about it once I got to the point. I'm glad you enjoy. I'm glad you're enjoying your gameplay then. Like that sounds amazing. If it's too much, don't let them force you into something you're not never really expected to do or were ever into, but if you're enjoying it, I'm happy. Cuz streaming is a grind. I'm I'm surprised you're just going right to streaming without ever really dabbling into it before. That's rough. I know I still have a hard time trying to figure out my channel and shit and get all my settings perfect. I want people to enjoy this shit, not watch some staticky rainbow stream or some stream that buffers too much because my settings are too high. No, I'm just saying it's work. I'm surprised for someone who's never streamed or played games before, is going right to streaming. Because it can be rough. YouTube can be rough. The grind, you have to work at it. Bitch, yes, that's also another problem. Yeah, no, I got the hang of it too eventually. I'm still trying to get used to all the terms and things. I don't know everything. I'm not a computer whiz. But once you figure it out, it's easy. No. That's why I said it's tough to start out. I'm just saying every now and then I have issues with my video. Whether my stream fucking up, my OBS is crashing, or whatever you have it. It's a pain in the butt. And volumes aren't going through certain channels that I want. Things can be a pain in the ass when you're doing a lot of different things, because I have a mixer program that splits different audios for me, so if I want to play music, I can have that separate from the game, or if I have a friend chatting, I can have that separate from the game, so I don't have them combined, so I can higher and lower different volumes. Getting all that set up, getting this and a lot of that, and making sure my mic is perfect, yada yada, a lot of things to manage. That's all. And then you got to watch OBS to manage your volumes. I'm just saying, it's a lot to watch, but it is fun doing. I may be experienced as I am. It's sometimes I get a little overwhelmed, and I'm not even that big. Plus, you got Twitch, chat, then you got chat to watch too. I'm not even that big either. But I love it. They can be, because you can't... Here's the thing, is you can't hear it unless you're watching your own video. Or if you have a friend telling you how your volumes are. You know what I mean? You obviously haven't said anything, so I'm assuming my volume levels are at a decent level for Pokemon at least. Because many different games have different volume levels. Like, there are times where I had to adjust in-game volume for games too. Like, it can be rough. There's a lot of things going into streaming over like YouTube or whatever, but I love streaming over it. Now the pros to streaming really is because of, honestly, it's easier just to get your content out in one thing. I don't have to edit it. I could, but I don't care to. And it's just, you can see the person's reactions, their thoughts, the gameplay, everything live. You can chat with the person right there live. You get everyone's reaction. Well, yes, granted, there's a delay. However, you're getting everything I am live. And that's, to me, is a better thing. Seeing yourself grow and people throwing love your way by following or, sending donations or even buying merchandise or whatever is an amazing feeling in its own right. Just seeing a new face or new screen name, whatever you want to say, a new screen name come into chat and say hey every now and then is a great feeling. I love it. I love the rush of being able to help people. Where are you? Old Ember. Don't want that. I want my dumb fossil. Give me my dumb fossil. No. But I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad your friends are enjoying it. I hope you stream for a good while to come. So I study rare fossils. Have you got a fossil for me? Yes. Resurrection Machine will make them. Do you just stream PC stuff, like emulation, or do you also stream console stuff? Do you have a way to stream console stuff, or do you stream directly from, like, a PS4? Or do you not have any of those consoles yet? Here I am asking you all this, and you're fairly new into gaming. I'm usually more into playing sports and musical instruments, but I still like trying new things, which is why I was, yeah. And here I just asked if you have a PS4. That's right, my mind is not working right now. Well, that's cool. No, everyone has their quirks, man. That's awesome that you normally play instruments and sports and stuff. That's great. You're active. You're more active than me. Oh, I have to go further. I thought you didn't have to go outside, but maybe you do. I mean, I always did go outside. I know you don't have to, but eh. But yeah, at least you're more active. That's good. I just play games all day. That's really my main hobby. That and I usually used to draw a lot, but I stopped that. Freeware. Okay. Eh. If you have the money for it and are curious about gaming and you have a pretty decent laptop or PC, you can always check out some awesome Steam games. Yeah, there's if you have a next-gen console like PS4 and Xbox, you can stream from the console directly, but I'm not a big fan of the layout. If you have a capture card, such as like an Elgato or a Roxio, I recommend Elgato, then you would be able to connect that to your PS4 or Xbox or GameCube or Switch or whatever console of choice. Yes, all consoles will be able to stream after that. It's what I use to stream my console stuff. Yeah, you can see it. Oops. There, you can see my no signal back in the background there. That's my Elgato's program thing, but currently nothing is on right now for it. Oops. That's another thing about OBS I like, is being able to do this. But I don't really know if I'm ready to spend money on the game for the sake of it. I didn't say that. No, trust me. Don't go start spending money on things if you actually don't know if you're not going to be into it. Especially if it's not your normal fun hobby of choice. See, I'm a gamer, so I was already spending money on my YouTube channel to begin with. So, here. I don't know why I moved myself yet, but I'll show you something real quick. I have a green screen, so let me turn that off along my crop pad. Essentially, don't go spending too much money on things unless you are ready to start hooking yourself up. Here, let me take some things down. Because this is my current setup. Laptop and monitor. Here's my microphone. There's my green screen. I even have a headset, just so I can hear everything. The mic on my mouth is just to hear me. A chair. All that. There's my nicotine gum. I even bought all that nonsense over there, these hubs. Yeah, you probably already know what that is. The hubs over there. There's a lot that I had to spend money on just to... Plus the webcam that you see me through. But yes, do your best. Make money from Twitch. I'm hoping to in the future, but like I said, if that doesn't pop off, I'm enjoying this nonetheless. I've already made some money from Twitch, and in fact, like, ads and whatever other revenue I'm getting is helping, and I've definitely had donations already. But I really appreciate people just talking to me, and you guys don't have to. Don't support me if you can't, or, I'm not looking for it either. But I greatly appreciate any donations that anyone gives. But yeah, you can also do cool things like add effects to different things, like my green screen or crop my screen and shit. Oops, that's not my filter page. And then you can just blap, blap. Boop. And now I'm tiny again. Woo! But I appreciate your follow and love. There's a game on Steam I recently heard about trigger happy habits. And there's your start to your gaming habit. That's all it takes. Find a game that looks cool, give it a shot, see if it's good, stream it if you like, and then that kickstarts a new hobby. Hey, if you ever truly get into gaming, I can recommend some franchises. I don't know what type of favorite genre you're into, but I can recommend Kingdom Hearts is a great ARPG. Just don't try not to dabble too much into the story, but it's basically a mishmash of Final Fantasy and Disney. It's a great ARPG and has really good gameplay if you're into live combat, which is more fun than role-playing games, but turn-based rather. But that's one series. Dark Souls. I mean, that game, you probably heard of Dark Souls. Those games might be a little tough definitely for new players, but it's very easy to get into once you learn all of its mechanics. But then again, you're still new to gaming. I don't want to quite throw you down that death trap at this point. Dark Souls has a lot of it. For now, I'll stick with the until I get more. It's good that you're starting from the beginning. It's good that you're starting from the beginning and not just playing the current gen. For a new guy, I'm surprised. Some people find, even young, I mean, it might just be the younger generation, but some people find it hard to go back to the older games. More or less because they don't grow up with it. I play Dark Souls, but I don't think I left it. How beefy is your laptop? Mine is an Acer Predator. Mine's an i7. Mine can handle Dark Souls and stream, but I don't know how well. Like, it's not that demanding, but there are times when Dark Souls has fucked up on my computer. However, I streamed Dead Rising 3 on my laptop, and that game is heavy, very heavy. Like, if you've never seen Dead Rising 3, that game has a shit ton of zombies, and much worse. Like, that game is lagged for me, but I managed to stream the whole thing fine, actually. So mine can handle Dark Souls. But I don't care, I have the PS4 of that. So if you have a pretty decent laptop, it might. You would have to see if it can even run the game first. Because I remember I had an old Dell laptop and it couldn't even run Dark Souls very well. It kept giving me the frame rate error where it would crash my game. But I can say, play that game alone. If you do get into Dark Souls in the future, play that game by yourself with little help. Because that game, those are one of my favorite genres of games, or my favorite franchise of more recent years. The first playthrough is always the best feeling in the world. What's up, General? How are you, man? Yeah. Blind playthrough of Dark Souls is one of the best feelings in the world for me. Same with Bloodborne. I wish I can go back and play some of those games blind again. You should be fine to run Dark Souls at the very least. I could be wrong, but you should be alright to test Dark Souls to see if that works at least, and then stream it. I'm not very computer great with myself, but i5 that is pretty good. It's not as good as mine, but yeah. Remember, I have Pokemon Blue for Game Boy Color. I still do. I still do, somewhere. Alright, I did not get Electabuzz. I'll have to go back for him later. They didn't have they didn't show the power plant for some reason. I bet it does. A few people have said that. Yeah, this music. Yeah, it's not as bad as fricking The tower, the Silphco building in Saffron City. I find that music way worse. Yeah, this brings back a lot of memories, I bet. For anyone who hasn't played Pokemon in many years. How you doing, General? How's your day, and how's your weekend starting so far, my good sir? Yeah, there's really been... Did I finish? No, I did not, actually. I did not finish Dragon Ball Z. I got into a Pokemon kick for some weird reason. It happens. I flip-flop between games. But no, I really need to continue Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z. If you're down for some Dragon Ball Z, I can get on that later. I can get on that later after I'm done with this. Probably play this for a couple more hours, and then probably play that for the rest of the day. I was down to stream something else after this anyway. I just been wanting to... I'm just trying to focus on some of the longer-winded series like Pokemon and Final Fantasy. That's why I'm playing a lot of these games a bit more back-to-back. About 3 hours, that's cool. Awesome, cool. I don't know when you last watched me play, but I'm still basically at the start of basically the Android saga. I have not progressed much past that. Yeah, the Android stock. I haven't even gotten to the androids yet. I'm right, like, actually, Frieza hasn't even come back yet. I'm right before Trunks enters the scene, so I'm right around the area where Mecha Frieza's gonna come back. I was just doing a bunch of side stuff and collecting things and doing whatever I can find, but yeah, that's about where I'm at. So you haven't missed any if that was the last thing you watched. I've also no hurry to beat that game either. I'm trying to enjoy and take as much time with that game. Also, I can't wait for DLCs to start coming out for that, because it stores several kinds of toxic gases in its body. It is prone to exploding without warning. Gas man. Alright, well, we're not gonna hit that switch yet. Gas man. Growlithe, Ponyta, Rapidash, and I can run into an Arcanine in this fucking thing? I think that's a bit wrong there, guidebook. Growlithe is one thing. I actually have you, I think. I should have gotten you long ago, and if I didn't, that's terrible. You can get him by Celadon, near Celadon. I should have 2 by this point, for blue version. Yes. I wish I could change the music in this place, though. It does get grating after a while. Oh, hello. These kind of segments in Pokemon, though, are my least favorite. I don't know about you, KTB, but a lot of these, like, I guess you can call them, like, the dungeons, but, like, the caves and, like, buildings in places like Saffron City's Silphco, or the Celadon Game Corner dungeon, Team Rocket's hideouts, or, you know, Mount Moon, Rock Tunnel, Seafoam Island, the power plant, all of those. I like some of the dungeons and caves in later games, but particularly Gen 1, these are the worst parts for me. And that's basically the game. It's weird, but I like some dungeons in some games, but I'm particularly not a big fan of a lot of the dungeons in RPGs. It's weird. It's just, I don't like how some of them are just retarded. Like, Phantasy Star had a lot of warping dungeons in some of the in some of the later games, or the later games, second one actually. Phantasy Star 2 had a bunch of warp dungeons. Not a big fan of that shit, particularly. I know it makes up a lot of the games, but like I hated this place. Yes, this is one of the worst. Yes. The encounter rate's fine if you have repels. But if you're looking for Pokemon, then yeah, like Magmar's only in blue. Huh. Well, I gotta go back for Electabuzz, I know that. Lego's gonna find a Pokemon Red, and you can catch it anywhere in the power plant. Blue and yellow owners have to get it by trading with the red one. Red. Yeah, I have to go back and get him. I have to get 2 of him. He's rare. I'll be back for him. I won't be able to get Magmar in here. That's right. Forgot about that. Trample anything completely flat in little time. Sorry, I didn't read that. We'll be back for him. I gotta get this stupid key. I don't know if this door's open or not. Girls, Ponytail, Rapidash, Arcanine, Lies, Coughing, Wheezing, Grimer I need. And I have Ditto. And I can't get Vulpix. I'm gonna go see if there's something to eat real quick. Sorry, I haven't eaten since, I don't know, 12? Probably around the time I got home from work. I'm gonna mute this so you don't hear any static sounds. Sorry, I may actually just return back to the the original stream settings instead of using the NVEC because my computer makes this annoying static sound because my capture card, not my capture at all, my fucking driver card. Your voice just got deeper. Sorry, I'll be right back. I'm rattling right now. I mean, for my voice to get deeper, I apologize.
Sorry, I'm back. I'm sorry that my voice also got deeper. I don't know if it's because I got closer to the mic or if it's because my natural voice comes out sometimes. Because I don't normally speak in my natural deeper tone. I knew to actually speak in a lighter tone, if that makes any sense. The deeper voice may have been just the way I talk sometimes. That took a lot out of me to actually express that. But sorry. Sorry for the wait. How's it going, everyone? How's everyone doing? Like a Pop-Tart, if anyone cares. Who wants a toasted prop? Yes. Who wants a toasted Pop-Tart? No one needs to see me eat it either. I'm sure you guys don't want to see that. Okay, I could probably repel. The secret switch. Press it. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't push all the Mewtwo statues? Yeah, good Dragonair. I'm up. Thought you would have killed it, Dragonair. Damn, that experience. I think that led anyway. Oh, I'm not even on the right page. Goodbye, Dragonair. Huh. I can't even get down here at all. It's interesting. Alright, time to go to the next floor then. I thought there was more down there. But the way down there is blocked. Yeah, you gotta get there from the other side. That's right. It's a burglarman. Let's burgle this man. Burgle this man all of his money. Touché, but it's not a very big mansion. Surf's up, dude. Sup, bruh? Gotta catch 'em up. Fuck you, man. Pop-Tarts are very toasty and very delicious. Sorry if people that my webcam is down, but I'm sure you don't want to see me actually eating. And I stream every day at like 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern for at least 2 to 4 hours, with a good average. Sometimes less if I don't feel up to par, or if my back hurts, or if I'm tired, yada yada whatnot, but stream life is good. What are you doing with a Oh, you're 2 levels away from that. I was gonna say, what are you doing with a Charmeleon friend? But you are 2 levels away from that. At least you're not one of those trainers in-game NPC who likes to level up on past their evolved states and just keep them as their second or first stage. It's like, what are you doing? What you doing, brah? I get it, you may want to learn moves faster. Charmander's line keeps Ember for a long fucking while. In fact, I still don't have Flamethrower. Oh no, my bag of loot! Sorry. Diary, July 5th. Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon was discovered deep in the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
You got fun in games. I'm bad with lyrics. Don't crucify me, please. I got calcium. Now I can have strong bones. Yeah, he just leads to one dude in a book. This place is like huge. This place is like huge. I hate when people talk like that. If anyone talks like that, I apologize. It's just whenever I hear a person in real life say that, or a person in like media portrayed, like it's like huge, or ugh. Especially the way when they make valley girls or rich girls talk. Wow, totally, bro. That too. That also. Goodbye, Ninetales. Oh. That doesn't work in battle. Burgled. Yay. I wonder where my partner went. Diary. February 6th, Mew gave birth. We named the newborn Mewtwo. That's not true. Mew can't give birth. You cloned him. I don't know why they say that. Mew didn't give birth to Mewtwo. Mew's a legendary. Mewtwo's a legendary. They don't breed. Mewtwo was cloned. I don't think I need to tell anybody that. Point stands. Diary. July 5th, Guyana, South America. A new Pokemon discovered deep in the jungle. Oh, wait, I've already been there. I thought I just opened that path. Never mind. Iron Man. Yeah. So how are you guys enjoying this? playthrough. How are you enjoying just being in the presence of my stream? Am I entertaining enough? I don't know if anyone else who streams has that worry, but I have like an annoyance and some stress and anxiety, and like I always fear that I'm just not good enough for a lot of things, not just streaming, but that's just like I always worry if things aren't good enough, audio, voice, commentary, volume-wise, whatever, yada yada. But it's just always like a constant fear of mine. I appreciate those who stuck around, regardless if anyone's chatting or if they stopped chatting or if just everyone. I appreciate it. Mwah. Okay.
Magneton.
That is gooey. That is one gooey blueberry Pop-Tart. Man, Dragonair, you take forever. You have a lot of experience. You require quite a bit of experience, Mr. Little I evolve at 55. He's been topped by some. Who has he been topped by? Is it Hydreigon? Anyone who's played Pokemon, is it? Who's topped Dragonite's level 55? Is it Hydreigon? Do you need to get to 60 or whatever? Spoiler for anyone who cares. I know KTV didn't, but I don't think you care about learning about what Pokemon evolve at what level. But you already said names, don't care. But it's a spoiler of some description. But, Dragonite's level 55 has definitely been topped. Whew. That was a good water, sorry. Wait, did he protect against normal Fizzle moves, or... Well, he used Light Screen, right?
Whew, overwhelming.
Nah, it's just... whelming. First one, right? Yes. I don't know why I'm judging that now. I should know this. I know that, actually. I don't know why I'm like, first one, right? But for some reason, since I'm streaming, my brain is just like derping. I don't know. It always happens when I stream. Games that I know, somehow there's parts where like, go this way, right? Or do this way, right? Yeah. Yeah, it always happens. Charizard, sure. He needs to get up to 40. I just used number when I have Earthquake. Good job, me. Yep. Why does Charizard's line need get? Why do they wait so long to get fucking Flamethrower? I don't care to keep him at as a Charmander for this long either. Like, yeah, he learns that probably around 30 something, but why? get smooshed by my earthquake. Wow. Okay, now you're gonna blow up. I still think wheezing and coughing mixed with fire is a bad idea. I mean, Ash literally did, or Pikachu literally did explode the freaking Pokemon Center in, was it the Viridian City one in the anime? When he ignited coughing. And that was just electricity. I think fire would probably be even worse, wouldn't it? I mean, it's still a conductor. It still created a spark, but it's not fired directly. Alright. September 1st. Mewtwo is far too powerful. We have failed to curb its vicious tendencies. Uh-oh, where am I now? And all Mewtwo wanted really was friends. Haven't you guys seen the Mewtwo short that's based off of the first movie and that explains Mewtwo's past with Fuji's daughter who was cloned? Really sad, actually. Fuji lost his daughter and basically cloned her and tried to bring it back, but Mewtwo, as a clone, was the only survivor. Because there was Charmander clone, a Bulbasaur clone, and a Squirtle clone. And they, them and the clone of the dude's daughter all didn't survive. Did not survive. Mewtwo is the sole survivor.
I defeated another burger.
Oh, whoa! Oh, hello. Who pressed the button? Who wouldn't? I just wanna fly.
No more room. But man, I get Solar Beam here. Green Eater. I don't have Hypnosis though. I don't need that either. I'm good on that. And I'll take that. Hello. I need to get you Ice Beam though. You're getting all the like better, less accurate moves. Goodbye, Takedown. I Surf, it'll be a good accurate. But hey, finally, I got something against dragons. Hey! Dragons and grass? Still nice. Now, let me give Dragonair Solar Beam. I need Thunder Wave. I'll keep Thunder Wave for him. Thunder Wave for him is a nice touch. He needs healing, though. This place is ideal for a labyrinth. Sure. Beautifully. What was that for? You're the one who exploded your Pokemon, you idiot. Or the game made you, because you really aren't the one in control of your Pokemon. Fucking game RNG is. The candy that is rare. Get you to 40 with this. There. Oh, I didn't know that. Repel. Ah, that's right. These things that I do know that I need to hit these switches again, I'm just hopeful. I just hope. I was just hoping I didn't have to. But yes. Yes, you do. Yeah, how is someone gonna immediately know that either? Like, ahead of time too. That's just trial and error. Sometimes in RPGs you just gotta trial and error. You find out through different methods of trading by trial and error. But certain things in other games and mechanics someone might not right now. Don't think I get Grimmon. I got Ponyta. No, I did not. I need Grimer. The only thing I need is that dungeon now. I got Ponyta and I already got Growlithe. Yeah, I got Colin. Hello, game. Grimer. Ponyta, I want Grimer. Hey, bud. Welcome back. Finally able to watch your Netflix thing. Can I get a battle, please, game? No, I don't need you. How you doing, bud? I'm doing well. Looking for a Grimer. Grimer. How's everybody doing? And welcome to Pokemon Evolution 7. We just completed Cinnabar's Mansion. We're ready to go tackle Blaine, but I was looking for a Grimer. As I basically repelled my way through it. might as well get my Dragonair some easy experience. But... Oh. Well, there's some easy experience. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but a lot of it, actually. A lot of experience hopefully hits. Yes. Thunder! No, okay, now it's not gonna hit. I'll be surprised if Surf hits a few times. Or I wouldn't be surprised if Surf hits. Sorry, I'm like all up on this. Just because I like being close to my mic, and sometimes I get comfortable and stuck in that. I don't mean to. Oh yeah, my hoodie is blue. My hoodie's all blue and white, that's why it's getting... That's why it's all invisible. Grind for the grime, or grind for the grime, or grind for that sludge. Beat him to the curb.
Grammar.
What the fuck? I'm gonna need a better thing to show me Pokemon locations, like seriously. Cerebi. Come to me, Cerebi. Like, I know you're into Grimer, but I need to know more than that. Pokemon Raid. Pokemon Man first floor. Oh. Okay. Well, you're a 5% rarity. Rarity, that's probably why. At least I know now his rarity.
Grammar.
Cerebi helps a little bit. But I like a list of everyone, not just have to look them up and like just individually. It's kind of annoying. I want to look up Electabuzz. That's not his name now, but I like to call him that. Where are you, Electabuzz? Electabuzz. Electabuzz for present. Five. Okay, well, damn. I want to kill these things, but I also want to make this go faster. This is the part I hate. But part of my playstyle, and I go for it. I aim to get all the Pokemon every time, even though every time I play these games, I naturally don't complete the Pokedex. But I always catch everything that's new, even if I have it in other games. It's just how I play each Pokemon. I didn't realize Grimer be as rare as a freaking rare, like, a Pokemon that I literally consider rare. Like Electabuzz and those guys, I guess. I don't know. Like, the same fucking percent is... I don't want you! You ass! I want your starter, your pre-form. God. Of course, they give me the evolution stage. You gotta be some good experience, though. Crickle Blizzard. Wow, well, you grew me, but your experience wasn't as good as I was expecting. Now I'm poisoned. Thanks. Scum. Scum spelled backwards, actually. It's scum spelled backwards minus the S. My lord, Porter, you're annoying. I could easily be killing you for good experience, but my lord, I just want this to speed up and get out of this terrible fucking mansion. This music. I'm poisoned too on top of that. I'll be back. I'll be back for all the damn things. I need to heal. I also want to buy some Ultra Balls and prep for Moltres coming after Giovanni. I want to buy some more potions and repels. Fighting Fit, we hope to see you again. Yeah. Pokemon quiz. Get it right and the door opens to the next room. Get it wrong and face the trainer. If you want to conserve your Pokemon for the gym leader. Get it right. Here we go. Caterpie evolves into Butterfree. Not directly, but the answer is yes. You're absolutely correct. Go on through. Caterpie directly does not evolve into Butterfree, so that'd be a wrong question, but also correct at the same time, because that's part of the same line. So in some way, yes, Caterpie does evolve into Butterfree. But they fixed that, actually, in the remake. I'm battling these guys, but I am doing this quiz, because I find it goofy. Get it wrong and face the trainer.
If you want to conserve your Pokemon for the gym leader, then get it right. There are 9 certified league badges, no? You're absolutely correct. Go on through.
But yeah, I'm gonna battle this guy here. Do you know how hot fire Pokemon breathe? I don't know. I couldn't read because my cursor was blocking my screen. Do you know how hot fire Pokemon breathe? My cursor was blocking my screen. I do know how hot fire Pokemon breathe. They breathe water. Delicious dragon experience.
Ninetales. That's not even. I don't even remember what Ninetales sound like. I don't even know if I've seen Ninetales.
Oh, it. Oh.
It still looks like Ninetales is eating a piece of wheat instead of just shooting out a little fire breath. Or is it eating wheat?
Yum, hot, hot.
Hot, hot, hot. You can't win. I have studied Pokemon totally. Totally? How totally is totally? Totally. I've been playing Pokemon all my life. You've been studying totally. And didn't expect some random upstart newbie fucking come up with a Dragonair in your gym, dude. You don't expect that from a 10-year-old kid? And you studied Pokemon. My ass, you have to be prepared. You have to be ready for anything. That's why one typing is not the best strategy. But you're a gym, you have themes. I'm not limited to that. Unless I'm doing a challenge. But I'm not. I'm doing Pokemon for fun and enjoyment, not to stress my face in. Sweet. Everybody loves sweet. Alright, so that's 2 trainer down. My studies! Fuck your studies. You know, it's like fuck your couch, but better. Fuck your studies. Get right, and the door opens to the next room. Get along and face the trainer if you want to consider your Pokemon for the gym leader. It's called You Can Go Heal at the Pokemon Center. Poliwag evolves 3 times. No, that is wrong. He evolves twice. He has 3 forms, but 2 evolutions. Get it right and open the door in the next room. Get it wrong, face the trainer. Want to conserve your Pokemon for the gym leader, then get it right. Are Thunder moves effective against ground elemental type Pokemon? No. You are absolutely correct. Go on through. Who is talking to me? What's this, a voice I'm doing? Get it right and the door opens in the next room. Get it wrong, it's a trainer. If you want to conserve your energy for the Pokemon gym leader, then touch yourself in the face. Pokemon of the same kind and level are not identical. Yes. Took me a moment there, like, wait, what? Pokemon quiz. Get the door open. Hurry. Fuck the quiz, it sucks. TM contains Tombstoner. I don't... Aha! That's the only one I was like, did not remember. And also Tombstoner. Really? Game Freak? Fire is weak against hot.
against hydrogen to oxygen. No. Hydrogen and oxygen. Yes. Yes, fire is weak against Twitch 2.0. Indeed it is. Hydrogen to oxygen. I like reading it like that. And guess what I'm using on you? Oh, snuffed out. Indeed. Door opening sound. I've been to many gyms, but this is my favorite. Is it because it's hot? I wear my sunglasses inside. Not quite night, so. Oh shit. One a little closer. How's my stream been thus far? It's been alright. No more rainbow bullshit. At all. Like, no one said anything since then. But
Yows are too hot.
I know why Blaine became a trainer. Because he hates you. Ooh, a Rapidash. Don't growl at me. Don't grill at me, griller. Just grill. Everybody grill. Don't get grilled. Don't get grilled.
Ow!
I just like using fire Pokemon. I'm glad you do. Fire Pokemon is cool. Fire Pokemons are cool, man. Really got to surf? Oh no. I'm out of surf. I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat. I didn't die. No. All of my attacks are tough hitting moves. Low accuracy hitting moves. Lower accuracy hitting moves. Not low. Too hot to handle. Oh, thanks. What? Oh yeah, the doors keep opening when there is none. My theories are too complicated for you. Oh, I'm done with this gym. Cool. I gotta go heal now. I can go heal and fight Blaine now. Alright, let's kick him ass. Let's kick Blaine's ass. Sorry, I don't want to do the gym. Oh, has anyone that's new to Pokemon seen the floating guy that stands on top of the gym? The floating guy. He's just on top of the gym roof. I think it's when you first come to Cinnabar and you don't have the key yet for it, and you come over, you can see him on top of the roof. Floating on the roof. Ha! I am Blaine. I am the leader of Cinnabar Gym. My fiery Pokemon will incinerate all challenges. Please don't burn me, man. That's real rude. You better have a burn heal. Sick burn, bruh. From a dude who looks like an alien. You've always looked like a worm from like Earthworm Jim or some shit. Your weird sprite-looking face. Don't leer at me, bruh. It's rude. Come on, just hit him with thunder for the kill. Yeah, murder 22. Yeah, get wrecked, Rapidash. Go walk 1,000 leagues in hell. Arcanine. Arcanine. What do you... Wait, what? Wait, game? Did you just have a stroke? Did they seriously just make him use a super potion already on nothing? He just healed his Pokemon when he was full. That would not have worked. Ow. Excuse me, game? Did anyone just catch that just now? He just tried to use a super potion on fucking Arcanine. Good job. Hope you need a burn heal for your brain. Hyperdap. No wonder you used a super potion when you were full healed, bro. You've earned the Volcano Badge. Ha! Volcano Badge heightens the special abilities of your Pokemon. Here, you could have this too. Make room for my gift. Fire Blast. Make room for my gift. He doesn't even say that I'm full. He just says make room for my gift. Yeah. Ha! Okay, but here you can have this. Tane's Fire Blast. Teach it to a fire type Pokemon. Charmeleon or Ponyta would be good bets. Did you just say Charmeleon specifically, or did I read that right? Charizard. Charizard finally get a fucking fire move. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to Slash Ember. I want Earthquake on him. Alright, 7th gym down. I really need to hustle on blue version. I would if my DS XL, my 3DS XL just didn't have issues with shutting off so sensitively. Being so sensitive and easily to shut off for no fucking reason. And it can hold power. It's not like it can't hold power or anything. It just shuts off by doing certain, I don't know, certain shocks, I guess. Ah. I'll buy a couple of skip ropes. Actually, I do want to deposit some of this. Not that. Pokefoot is what I wanted to deposit. Take those rare candies out. Be honest with me. Oops. I'll take those rare candies, I guess. It's not even usable anymore. Oh, I have another skip over there. Just withdraw those two. And let's see those. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Oh, I wanna. Actually, no, I need you to fly me. Till I do get driven. But I need you to flimmy. Flimmy. Give him a boost, a few levels, just to make it a little. Because he's a pain in the butt sometimes. There we go. Actually, I think I have to battle. I think I have to do... I don't think I did this other side yet. Nope. Alright. Cinnabar in the west has a lab proposal. Yep, I got my fossils. Indeed. I know all about that lab. Zap. There's one TM I do not currently have, and that is soft-boiled, but I can always get that another time. And I want to focus more on the Giovanni and the remaining Pokemon that I need, some of the rare Pokemon I need. We'll probably go for some of the rarer Pokemon tomorrow. And tomorrow I probably will be playing this Final Fantasy 4. Oh, but I'll probably start with Final Fantasy first, because I need to start going on that game too. I'm trying to play games more of the same instead, because for a while I was doing one game a week. Or one game a week. Couple games a day every week. So I was playing a game like once a stream a week. So I had different games each day. So I play Final Fantasy, say like one time every week for a couple hours. And I was forgetting a lot of shit. I'm not great with like remembering dialogue, but it was even worse when I had to refresh my memory every week, whatever. It was kind of a pain in the butt sometimes after a while, but it also stuff wasn't getting done, and I just wanted to get through what I want to play. And eventually, once people start wanting to see more games and other things, then because I already got a couple game quests I'm working on. I gotta get through Eternal Darkness, which I'm close to the end on that game, so I've been told. And I can kind of see it considering who I'm fighting against. The game has definitely seemed like it's wrapping up. And I'm sorry that whoever loves that stream or whoever loves that game, I'm bad at like the runes and things, but I'm enjoying the game for what it is. I just have to get better at that. I'm just not great at that, that's all. I mean, it's enough to get me through the game, I don't really care. But goes. I'm so disappointed. I'm sorry to hear that. My boyfriend gave me big pearls. Oh, your boyfriend gave you a pearl necklace? Oh, he also gave, well, technically you'd be the one doing that, but he also gave you a shelter as a hint that he wants the clam too, does he? I know I'm a bit childish with that sometimes, but I'm also not exactly the most conservative person. I swear a bit more and I say some vulgar things. So I apologize for anyone who who is not expecting some more vulgarity. I'm not like crazy. I don't swear like a truck or a trailer or a choo-choo train. Whatever you want to call it. To be fair, I just made those other two ones up. But yeah. So now this is the exit for Seafoam Island if you come from Future City. The way I didn't take. Normally I don't. But because I like to surf from Pallet Town to get those trainers done. One weakness to the next. All I need now is Fire Blast, but I'm not going to teach him full lineup. I got a dragon move now. Dragon Rage is not the greatest, to be fair. But it's nice to have a stab attack. Yes. Haha, those candies are helping me nicely. I would have made sure I got him though before he leaves for the very least. Check out my buff physique. Yar. My buff physique, dude's fucking thin as hell. Says the guy who is also thin as hell. You don't see my body, but I'm a very thin person. But I'm not barbell thin or freaking like piercing, like industrial piercing thin. Like little barbell things that I see people wear. Fucking like Final Fantasy VII arms. Well, I'm getting a little hot in here. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your hoodies. Now it's Rage. Now it's my Rage Trunks hoodie. Trunks Super Saiyan Rage hoodie. Wow, is that all Dragon Rad? Oh, did he heal? No, okay. Yeah, he recovered. He's recovered. Well, he's definitely using fuck over right now. Oh, now he's hardening for no reason? Alright. Wimpy! Yeah. Yes, yes, indeed. That's why I'm glad I battled that person. Are you on vacation too? Oh yeah, just sightseeing. Too bad you guys didn't beat me. Too bad you guys didn't go in that cave before me. That was a great sight. Very beautiful. left a move that are both resistant to. Wow. Well, he is, what, Chuck Water? He's not, I said, right? I mean, he still resists it, but he's not both. I don't think.
No mercy at all.
Should I have mercy? Dun, dun, dun.